Hello, everyone. Just a very quick audio update here. The next big episode, the real 100th episode, will be released on Christmas Day, and it's gonna be a long one, like a very very long episode. So, get your turkey and fall asleep to a long piece of audio because it's going to be very, very long. But before that, I just wanted to make a quick extra video, not a video, but an extra audio here. I want to talk about a game I've been playing recently called Bigfoot Life. Now, I had a code provided to me free by Game.Press. There was a movie out, I think it was last year. It was like a bunch of comedians in it, and they're like full Bigfoot outfits. And I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, that looks weird and interesting, but I never got to see it. So when I saw the trailer for this game, I was like, yeah, that's something I want to try out. It's an interesting game. It's very like tranquil for the most part. So when you start up, you have tasks you have to complete. You have to build your shelter, collect sticks and all this stuff, and you have to eat like fish and berries, and you can pick up rocks and eat the small animals underneath. So yeah, there's all these different objectives that you have. You can go through the forest and scare the other animals, and you get Bigfoot points that way. And you get Bigfoot vision. You can play in first person, which is interesting. By the way, my Bigfoot had blue fur and a mohawk. I felt that was the best look for him. So there is humans in the forest, and you can scare them away, but some take pictures of you, which you'll lose some energy and Bigfoot points if they take a picture of you. Somebody took a picture of me, it was blurry, so I don't think it took too much away from me. And there's also like portals you can go through when you gain enough Bigfoot experience or points. It gets you through the forest faster. The forest feels very large. Like, I don't know how big it is actually, but it's quite expansive. You have like these magical powers. There's like an area. The first one was in like a foggy area where I got this magical power. And with your magical powers, you can do things like heal animals, and he puts his hands above them and like magical healing powers, and they might leave food for you and stuff. And when you're trying to catch fish in the water, you can also drink water. And if you eat a lot of food, you can take a shit, and it's animated, so that's fun. And if you come back later, where you've gone to the toilet, there will be mushrooms there. So you're bringing back to the environment and providing for yourself. You can play the guitar. You can go to a human campsite and play the guitar, which is fun. Like I said, it feels very tranquil. The biggest problem I had with the game was there was an area where I had to collect sticks to make something, but there was literally no sticks around. Like, I'm looking around, I was like, where's the sticks? Because they light up blue. So you can only pick up, that piece of wood. So I'm like looking around, it's like I can't find any. And I had to go way out to find a stick just to bring it back to that area. And I thought that was kind of weird. I feel like, sticks, they should be all over the forest, especially in an area where you need them. So it's kind of frustrating. Other than that, when I had the humans taking photos of me, you can grab them, and I grabbed them and took them in the water and threw them in, but they don't really react to it. Like, it's not like you can kill them or anything. They just sort of stand around or like run around. I'm waiting for the update that gives you guns, so you can take out all the humans, maybe dressed as like Rambo or something. That would be great. And what happened after I threw them around in the water was I could no longer eat or raw. So I couldn't complete my objectives of what I needed to do, and that's when I stopped the game, because I was like, I can't do anything else. I think it's a fun idea but it does seem sort of incomplete. There's been quite a few updates on it, so hopefully things get smoothed out. It doesn't feel really too optimized very well for like a gamepad. I mean, it works, but it seems just like the way the options are set out in some of the menus and stuff, it really feels like they just want you to use a mouse and keyboard, and I never really have. Like, I wasn't the PC gamer originally, so it's kind of awkward using a controller. It's very cheap right now. I think it's just over $6 Canadian on Steam. So that's like what, nothing American. So if you do want to check it out, you might find it interesting. Like I said, hopefully there's some more updates and fixes and stuff for it. So yeah, that's like my quick thoughts on it. I know it's a very short audio, but I do have to share my thoughts on it. They were kind enough to supply a code. I always appreciate it when we get codes from developers, because it's not always a guarantee. Sometimes they are denied, but indie developers, they want people to be aware of their product, so they're more open of sharing codes with people. But there was a game I was denied for recently, a bigger title. It annoyed me because it was something I really wanted to play, and I was like, I told them, I was like, I was denied, and I had to end up buying it, but whatever. It wasn't expensive. I'll be talking about some games on the 100th episode. I believe I'm recording tomorrow with Mongo and Melon Bread. As you can tell, I'm sounding a lot better. I almost completely lost my voice. So, still have problems with my side. Still a little bit pain. I don't know what that's with. I thought it was like, it strained muscles when I was coughing a lot. Maybe it's an infection or something. I don't know. I almost don't want to get it checked out right now because it's the holidays and it's like, everything's busy. But if it keeps up, I have to. I don't have a problem sitting. Like right now, I'm sitting on my computer chair and I got no problem at all. It's when I try to go to sleep, sometimes I'll wake up at like 5 in the morning or something, and I'm like, oh shit. But sometimes I'm like so need of sleep that I just ignore it, and then in the morning I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of hurts. It's not a big deal. It's more of an annoyance now than really painful. But obviously, if it's something that continues, I have to get it checked up. And I've had it for a little while now, so I'm like, maybe I should go now. But I don't know. I don't feel like it's that serious, but who knows? And once this gets out here, people are going to be messaging me like, get it checked out. I will. But, I just don't want to go right now because I'm scared. No, I'm not really scared. It's just, it doesn't feel like that big of a deal. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. My dad is still sick with this infection. I don't know, he's going on like 6 weeks now, and every time he leaves the house, he comes up back coughing. So, but sometimes in the night I'll wake up coughing, but it's nothing major. I think I'm over it now. Again, other than what was going on with my side, but other than that, I feel pretty good, and I'm happy to come back to the podcast because I missed a lot. And there's a lot of stuff that I'd probably wanted to talk about at the time, but I've missed so much time now that I forgot it. There's some stuff that recently that's happened that I want to talk about, but other stuff has been a few weeks, so I'm just like, I can't remember everything that's happened. It seems like there's so much news every week now. But yeah, so we'll be recording that tomorrow, and we'll be releasing it on Christmas Day. So I'll see you guys later.